Everyone, you probably noticed already, we got a new car, and I'm kind of excited about showing you guys this one because I really wanted a truck for a while. I've been looking around, shopping around, looking at different trucks, Dodge, Ford, GMC, Chevy, all those, Toyota even I considered. I looked at a lot of trucks. My big thing was what kind of truck to get for the money, like the best buck for your money, like the best car or truck for your money. And I came out with this one. All right, so let me introduce you 2019 Nissan Titan Cummins. It's a 5.0 V8 turbo diesel engine. As you can see, it's Cummins. This is the 2019 model. Obviously this is the Pro X model, Pro 4X. So this is kind of like an off-roading version instead of the Platinum Reserve version. Yeah, it has this beautiful seats. Oh man, I got it dirty. It was laying on the ground. But anyways, it's like half leather, half cloth, which I really love. I'm not really a fan of full leather because in the summertime they're hot, in the wintertime they're cold. So it has navigation. It also has the Fender sound system in it. But anyways, that's the basics of it. I'm not gonna go too deep into it. This is not a review. Today's video, pretty much I wanted to introduce you guys to this vehicle. This is bone stock. It hasn't been messed with anything. So this is fully stock car, as you guys heard and see for yourselves. But in today's video, I wanted to do an install of this pipe right here. I believe this I got a 4-inch. This is a 3 or 3.5 inch pipe. I got a 4-inch pipe that goes from the intake box to here from CFT Performance. I didn't end up getting the full intake because people say, I did my research, you get the same benefits, just get a K&N drop-in filter, a high flow filter, and then get the pipe, and you get pretty much the same result as getting the whole intake system, because all they have is just the same box with the filter in it pretty much, and then with the pipe. And this cost me not even 200 bucks for the pipe and then the filter together as a combo. The filter was like 60 bucks and this was like 125 or 130 for the pipe with the fittings and everything. So, and then the filter, and the whole intake is like 400 bucks. So anyways, yeah, today I'm gonna do an install, and then I'll do a sound check. Probably is not gonna have the full sound that it should until I get the filter, but we'll do the install. I'll show you guys I guess how to do it. Well, it's not much. You just remove the clamps and then install it. But I'm gonna show you guys how I do it, and I'll rev it up and see if there's any sound change. But I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some performance gains. Not much, but there's gonna be some. I ordered a bunch more mods, so this is not the only mod. This is just the starting portion where I decided to start getting that pipe, getting a tune ordered already. What else did I get? Some exhaust parts, and anyways, yeah, so there's gonna be a few videos coming on this bad boy, obviously. Yeah, we're gonna mod it. There's a bunch of stuff I have in mind for this truck, so in the future, stay tuned. So this is all you get in the package. You get 4 clamps, you get these adapters, two adapters. I'm pretty sure it goes in like that, and then something like that, and then we use this adapter from the intake to the pipe. So yeah, and then we got a sticker from CFT, and then one of these, I believe this is a drink holder. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, great as usual. For my Jeep, usually I got my block off plates for that bad boy over there from them. Been good. I had good experience from them, good quality parts. And yeah, so we're gonna put some more good quality parts on my car from them. So let's do it. guys can see, I had to reuse one original clamp. This is not fit on the intake. The intake is much larger than the smaller one that I got. For this one it fits, but they gave me the same size here and here, but the intake one is much larger. Well, not much, but it's definitely larger. There was no way I could have put that one on. So I decided to use the original one, and then the rest of them I used theirs. As you guys can see, this part was fairly easy. Here I had to kind of struggle a bit, and it's, as you guys can see, the fitment. This sensor right here is a little tight. I had to get a heat gun and I heated it up, got it hot once I plugged it in because it had some tension on it. So I got a heat gun and heated it up so where it plugs in, that plastic piece, so it doesn't crack or anything like that. Because the sensor and the connections would be fine, but I didn't want anything to crack, so I gave it some heat. So we got it really hot with the heat gun and then had it flex a little bit and then cool off. So just to be on the safe side, it probably wouldn't break but it's a little bit too tight for my liking. If I was CFT, I would probably get this pipe a little shorter and then just get an adapter that's a little longer. Much better. I don't know if they're gonna watch this video, but yeah, definitely I would definitely get this one at least an inch shorter, minimum inch shorter. Even 2 inches wouldn't hurt, but it's right here. It ends the pipe, yeah, the pipe ends right here, so I would get it like 1.5 inches, so up to here, and then just get a bigger adapter. The rubber adapter would have been so much better. We'll see. I may just shorten it in the future for myself and just get a bigger adapter myself. But yeah, as you guys can see, the diameter of this and this is very similar. Judging by just a little bit bigger on this one from the intake. The pipe is a little bit bigger here. Yeah, it's not much difference, but it's definitely noticeable. I mean, from the inlet to here, but it's definitely noticeable to the original one. Look at the original one. How much thinner that is. Like this is, I think, 4 inch, and that's like 3.5, maybe even 3 inch. Yeah, much smaller. Like this is beefy. Like, yeah, if you look at that, much beefier pipe. So yeah, the install kind of gave me a little bit issues. Getting it on, I had to put some WD-40 inside these rubber pieces, silicone hoses, just to get it to slide on nicely. But yeah, everything's tight now, and yeah, just kind of slid it in, and then now waiting for the filter, for the tune, and for the exhaust. So yeah, we're done. I'm gonna let you guys hear first startup if it changed anything. I doubt it without the intake, but hey, I could be wrong. I never done it on one of these. So as you guys saw, not much because it has a soft rev limiter. So we're gonna have to go for a drive, and then I'll give it some juice and see if there's any change. But I didn't really hear too much change. I think when you increase the airflow in the pipe, you have to increase the airflow from the box also. So we're gonna wait for the intake for the filter, and then we'll do a sound check later on, and we'll see if it changed much or not. So right off the bat, I noticed a little bit more engine noise. So like, the diesel, the grunt, you get a little more of that. Oh yeah, you can definitely feel, you can hear a tiny bit more turbo noise, but I think that's gonna come in more when the high flow filter comes in. The K&N filter that I ordered, I'm gonna drop it in the box, and then that's gonna be where we're gonna hear a lot more turbo noise and a lot more noise in general. But you can definitely already hear like the engine more a little bit. like the grunt of the engine, you know, the diesel sound, where before it was kind of like, you know, it was weird when you would step on it, you know, how you would expect the, you know, the diesel grunt, you know, the diesel. Oh yeah. That was pretty. You guys heard it probably. I kind of stopped talking there for a second because I kind of got, you know, curious. That sounds very good actually. As you guys heard, the sound itself got a little more grunty, but yeah, I mean, power-wise, maybe a little bit. It kind of definitely, when I stopped and I floored it, you can definitely tell the car wasn't ready. Even how it switched gears, like he accelerated a little bit better, especially from the first gear. He never did that to me. That's why I kind of just paused there for a second, because, you know, it was weird. You know, I never expected it. Yeah, it pulls a little bit better, I think. I mean, I've been driving this car for almost a week now. A tiny bit in the top end, it definitely gives it a little more flow for some reason, but that's weird. You know, I wouldn't expect the pipe, you know, the original one, to be that much restrictive. That's odd. You know, I wouldn't, you know, I wasn't really getting this for, I mean, I knew I was gonna get a little bit of power from it, but I thought I would need the filter to feel it, but I definitely feel it without. So yeah, I mean, I like it. I mean, I like the more gruntier diesel sound out of this pipe. A little more power top end, especially after when you kind of stop completely and then you kind of just floor it right off the bat. Like, the car didn't expect it, because it kind of went all the way even past 4,000 RPM, where red line starts 4,000. It went even past it. The top, the red line here is 6,000. That's the maximum. So it went right literally like 4,500, so it's half, you know, in between the 4 and 5. It's already starts the red, you know, the rev limiter is the red line, I guess, starts at 4,000 in this truck. So from first, it never did that. Before, it just went tiny bit past 4 and it would switch every gear if you floor it. This one went all the way past 4 in first gear, so it definitely didn't expect that much air. So, but second time I floored it, you probably saw it switched perfect, but it kind of gave it a little more power, but nothing huge, but enough for you to notice. I'm really curious now, once I get the filter, the high flow filter, how that's gonna make it feel, because if it did that much change just from that pipe, you know, it might surprise me with the filter, unless the filter doesn't really restrict it. But you know, I'm pretty sure the original, that filter, the paper filter or whatever it's in it, it's pretty restrictive. The K&N is going to be much more airflow. So I'm really excited right now, you know, to see what I get out of it. And yeah, just to mention, you know, this video is not sponsored or anything like that, so I ordered this part without any sponsorship or anything like that. This is just, I got a truck and I decided to do a few upgrades that are affordable. The filter and this intake cost me under 200 bucks altogether, probably like $180, because this was like 120 or 130, the pipe with stuff, and then also the filter was like 60 bucks, $59.99 from K&N. So, you know, it didn't even cost me 200 bucks, so which is good, because if you get the whole intake, it costs like 400, so not even half the price. But yeah, let's see why I chose this truck. You know, for any of you guys that are wondering why I chose the Nissan Titan 5.0 turbo diesel V8, first of all, it's a Cummins. Second of all, it's about 20 to 30,000 bucks cheaper than any other truck here, at least in Oregon. Let's say if I wanted 2019 Dodge Ram 2500, 1500, even 1500 is about up to 5,000 bucks more. If I wanted a 1500 Eco Diesel, a Laramie, you know, to be similar in options, it would cost me $5,000 more. The truck that can haul less, that's smaller, and not a Cummins, it's an eco diesel, and it would cost me $5,000 more. But a truck more similar to this, which is the 2500, it's like $20,000 more. So it's about, if you get it 2019, it's about $70,000. Which this one cost me 46. 2019, yes, this one has some mileage. It has 60,000 miles, 68 now. It's 2019, but even if you were to get 2019 Dodge Ram Laramie or something like that, is similar in options with 68,000 miles, it would still run you about $70,000. So that's, you know, 46, 56, 66, you know, over $20,000 difference. So yeah, that's why I got this truck. I'm really happy. I kind of didn't really want to pull the string on a gas one, because the gas prices kind of go up and down, you know, depends who's up there in the politics. I don't want to get into it. But yeah, it kind of was sketchy, and especially you get a gas truck, it starts drinking a lot of gas and the gas prices go up and you're kind of screwed, you know. So that's why I kind of backed off from the gas truck. But yeah, I love this truck so far. It's been awesome. I changed the oil right away because I don't trust the dealerships, I don't trust anybody. Yeah, changed the oil in it, bought the filters, I bought the fuel filter, the water separator filter, I bought just everything, all the maintenance, and then I may do a transmission service soon. So yeah, stay tuned for all those. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and as usual, see you next time.